you know what? Maybe he just doesn't have the right mentality. Well, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching. Welcome to Bayern Now, the ultimate Bayern Munich fan channel. Karim Adeyemi, a player Bayern has been linked to since he was born, because he was at this club. He was actually at our club. He left because I don't know. Some people say he wasn't good enough. Some people say there was a breakdown with the communication between Bayern and his parents. He went to Salzburg, and now look at him. Now look at him balling. A really exceptional young player. He's a forward, plays a little bit like Gnabry, left-footed, both feet. He's capable of scoring goals, also capable of playing as a winger and taking people on. Except he might not come to Bayern. Wow, he might be going to Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund are taking Salzburg's best players. Let's be honest. They took Haaland and now Adeyemi. To be honest with you, I think we should try to get this guy. All right? He fits our style of play like a glove. Karim Adeyemi at Bayern would be an absolute monster. His mentality is okay. Here's my question. Speaking of mentality, why are you going to Dortmund, bro? Why? I think your game has developed to the point where you're getting picked for the German national team. That's a high honor to be able to play for Hansi Flick's Germany. There are a lot of German players that don't get picked. And the thing is, he actually looks good in the national team, which tells me his level is good enough. He's playing in the Champions League, scoring, assisting. Now, the Austrian Bundesliga, completely different story. But if he wasn't doing it in European competitions, I'd be skeptical. But why Dortmund? You're already developed enough to play for a club like Bayern. Like Serge Gnabry came in 2018, scored, I think, was he double digits for goals and assists combined? He did a great job in his first season at Bayern. Well, first full season. He was on loan twice. But you could tell that he was already at the level he needed to be at to compete with Bayern. Why is Adeyemi needing to go to Dortmund? Maybe it's his mentality. Maybe he thinks he's not good enough. Because the only reason he's going to Dortmund is so he can play continental European, compete in the Bundesliga, and then leave. Go to Juventus for 90 million or Barcelona. It's the same script with what Dortmund's been doing for the last decade or so. They are a feeder club for European clubs. They have no ambition to be on top. And as a young player, if you feel you are good enough and Bayern Munich come knocking, I'm sorry. I'm going to Bayern. I don't know why he's going to Dortmund. There's a poll in the chat, by the way. Should Adeyemi come to Bayern? Would he fit? There's a poll. Go ahead and answer that poll. So, yeah, there are a few sources saying he chose Borussia Dortmund for 35 million. That's how much the move is going to cost. I think that's his release clause. Salzburg are a good business team. Think about it. They pay their players very low when it comes to wages, and then they set these really low, medium, high release clauses, which attracts a lot of clubs, a lot of competition. The player will be competing because they know they're trying to get a move to a bigger club. So the player performs better knowing there isn't a giant release clause, so they can pretty much go anywhere. So the player performs, and then they sell him, make 30 million profit. But when you start duplicating that times 5, times 10, with 10 players almost 3 years in a row, you start making a lot of money. So Salzburg is a business model, very, very decent team. I'm watching Arsenal versus Everton right now. It's a really interesting game. So yeah, Salzburg have a good business model. Similar thing to Leipzig. People are like, Leipzig sold Upamecano for 45 million. That's really low. But then you think about it, were they paying Upa that much in wages? Did they buy him for that much? They bought him for like 2 million from some nobody French club. So if you actually consider that, they made a lot of profit. And then you start combining that with, they sold Werner as well. They sold all these players. Combine those, and they're making 200 million in profit. So the Red Bull clubs just know how to make profit on players. So Adeyemi for 35 million. Sources are saying he's picking Dortmund. Barcelona were also interested in him, not just Bayern, Dortmund, and us. Wait, Bayern, Dortmund, and Barca. Yeah, so these three clubs were interested. He's not going to Barcelona, which I understand. It's a toxic environment for a young player. I don't care how how much Barcelona improves in the last 2 months, or how much they improve in the next 2 years, there's still a toxic environment. They still have a hierarchy that just isn't good enough for a young player. It's too much of an unstable environment. Bayern are stable. We're going to compete. We're going to win. As a young player, you get a great mentality. Maybe that's what's wrong with a lot of Dortmund players. They go elsewhere and they never really win like that. You know, Ousmane Dembele, he's not winning. Would you say he's winning? Who else left Dortmund? Sancho. Took him a while, but he's starting to hit the ground running. But do you think he'll win a lot at Manchester United? With Ralph Rangnick there, they might actually win some stuff. Ah, dang it, man. They really got Ralph Rangnick. My point is, a lot of players leave Dortmund and they don't really become world class like, oh, Ballon d'Or winners. They just, sometimes they flop. And I think the problem is the mentality at Dortmund. It doesn't teach you to be a winner. They kind of teach you to be a loser. Look at Jude Bellingham, already complaining about referees. Does that sound to you like something a winner should be doing? Doesn't sound like it to me. Oh, Levin saying if we don't get Adeyemi, we should go for Chesa. I would absolutely agree with you. Federico Chesa, I remember when he was at Fiorentina, and on one of the videos I was like, we should go for him. And people were like, who's that? He was like 19 at no, he wasn't. No, I think he's 22 now, right? So if that was a year ago, he would have been, it was before he left before he left Fiorentina to go to Juventus. Juventus will probably activate the buyout clause because remember, they loaned him from Fiorentina with an option to buy. I'm not sure if it's an obligation to buy. That's actually a good question. Is it an option or an obligation? So, okay, it's an obligation to buy. Ah, dang it, man. So they took him on loan. I thought it was an option to buy, but it's an obligation. Dang it! Ah! This is annoying. Juventus are stupid, though, because they're going to buy him for like 70, or almost 80 million, to be completely honest. And then they're going to miss out on Champions League, which I don't think is going to happen, by the way. If you think Juventus will be okay losing out on the Champions League, you're crazy. These guys are going to sack 10 managers before they do that. They're fifth now in Serie A. They're on like some incredible winning runs, winning their last 4 games out of 5. So Juventus are almost back on their come up, but they're still 7 points away from the 4th position. It's competitive. Atalanta's won their last 5 games, or even 7 games. Napoli, yes, they're sucking right now. But then, yeah, you have a really competitive Serie A. People are really looking down on Serie A. That title race is separated by 2 points between 3 teams. Napoli lost their last 2 games. Oh, I think they drew one and then lost one. I don't know. So Serie A is just a really interesting league right now. And then you have Milan. So if Juventus miss out on Champions League and they're in the Europa League, you can go for a Juventus player because they're, these guys are world class. They want to play in the Champions League with the best of the best. They're not going to want to be in the Europa League. That's a really interesting thing that could happen. Juventus, a club could go from world class everyone to like completely forgotten overnight because they missed out on Champions League. Look at Arsenal. Arsenal used to be in the Champions League every year. They had this reputation of being in the Champions League. And now they're a Europa League team because players left them because they're like, I don't want to play for a team in the Europa League. Bayern will never be in the Europa League in my lifetime, I hope. Oh no. Imagine me making videos. Hello everyone, welcome to Bayern Now. Bayern are playing Spartak Moskovska. Oh no, I'd lose my mind. So, Vlahovic, I believe that's the striker at Fiorentina, if I'm not mistaken. Vlahovic, is it Dusan? I don't know. Some name. Really incredible striker. I don't know anything about him because I don't watch Serie A, but he's a goal scorer. So people want him. People want Haaland. Look, I'm not thinking about replacing Lewandowski because he don't want to be replaced. So who am I to start thinking of replacements when we have the best player in the world playing for Bayern Munich? By the way, leave a like on this video. We're almost at 7,560 subscribers. That's crazy. We literally went from 749 to 755, almost 756 in literally like a week. So I appreciate that. That tells me people like videos, right? Vitz or Adeyemi, who would you choose? I'd choose Florian Vitz because he's pretty much Iniesta to me. The way he plays football, so mature for an 18-year-old. I think he's gonna come to Bayern. By the way, he's gonna be at Bayern in 2023. Yeah, I mean that's the definite transfer move that's gonna happen. I'm sorry to Leverkusen fans, Neverkusen. It's gonna happen. I can just sniff this transfer happening. He's gonna come to Bayern when he's he'll be 23 or no 21 or 20. Florian Wirtz is just built for Bayern. That's when Muller will be like probably declining a lot because Muller will be like 35 in 2023, right? So we'll have a big opportunity to sign one of the best young players in the world. Wirtz has gone under the radar. Why? Because he plays in the Bundesliga. But for Germany, you see him perform. Also, he's more of a Florian Wirtz is an actual number 10. I see Musiala sometimes even as a winger more than I see him as a number 10 in the way we need him to create chances. Musiala creates chances for himself. That's how wingers operate. So I think Musiala and Wirtz in the same team would be dangerous, man. That team would kill so many people. He's worth 70 million on wow. Worth 70 million on Transfermarkt. Wow. Incredible. Florian Wirtz is a real baller. I'm waiting for another Ramsdale masterclass. I don't get it with Arsenal. You're out here praising your goalkeeper for making save after save, yet you're also saying, wow, our defense has improved. No, it hasn't. Your goalkeeper improved. That's it. That's all that happened to you. Look, it might be a hard pill to swallow. Arsenal just need to sack Arteta because this guy's been there for like 2 years and you're still playing the same boring defensive nonsense. Get you a pressing manager, man. Ralph Ragnick should have been going to Arsenal. That's how different it should be. Because Arsenal have the young players that are energetic. They would fit his style. He loves young players. Jeffrey Epstein FC. Let me stop. So I don't know why Arsenal are so obsessed with Arteta. At some point I was like, he's gonna succeed because he's like Pep Guardiola 2.0. And the first few games I was like, oh, all he's doing is trying to bring balance by being defensive. Turns out that's the man's damn style. So what do I have to say now? Imagine Adeyemi, Musiala. Oh my gosh. See, we can imagine all we want. It ain't gonna happen. Also, they wouldn't work together because you do need experience. You need someone that's older that can bring up moments or score and perform in moments where no one else would perform. Like Thomas Muller. Muller will score the first goal against Barcelona because he's Muller. Trust the process. Trust the process. I'm tired of people speaking like that. It's really weird. So yeah, I mean, it sounds good in our heads. Adeyemi up top, Wirtz and Musiala. It sounds great. 4-3-3. It's not practical. It's just not. You do need a balance. I think we're gonna keep Lewandowski for as long as we can, and then we're just gonna bring in great players. I mean, where's Sane gonna play with this trio? Where's Sane? Where's Gnabry? Where's Kingsley? Guys, I actually made a video on Kingsley Coman's contract situation, and I was like, man, people are probably gonna take this as hate, so I deleted the video. I didn't even upload it. I edited. I didn't edit it actually. I was gonna edit it the night after. What do you think about Kingsley Coman? I mean, should he leave? If he leaves, are we going for Anthony to replace him? Going to Ajax? Who are we gonna replace Coman with? Because I want a winger that's like Coman but has footballing IQ and doesn't get injured. What do I mean by? I want a baller. I want someone that dribbles people and does crazy skills. Coman can entertain you without scoring, and that's what I want. So can Leroy Sané. But Sané's dribbling isn't perfect yet. Oh, there might be a red card here in this game here. Oh, that's a red card to me. Oh, nah. I don't care if that's accidental. That sounds like a red card. People want Nkunku. Oh, yeah. Christopher Nkunku. Nkunku is just... He's like a Kevin De Bruyne. Look, this should be Nkunku's year to be getting on like Ralph Ragnick apparently wants Nkunku at his team. Stupid. Nah, man. If I'm Leipzig, I'd keep a player like Nkunku. I mean, he joined you, what, 2 years ago? Why would you sell him right now? Nkunku should be like that player that becomes Leipzig's legend. And yeah, nah. Leipzig, if you'll ever listen to anything I say, don't sell Nkunku. He's literally your best player right now. So people wanting Nkunku at Bayern, look, his contract expires in 2024. If I was Leipzig, I'd let that run out before I think of selling him. That's how good he is. You have to keep a player like that because that's literally your best player. You can't keep selling that. If Leipzig are trying to compete, and they are indicating that they want to compete by firing Jesse Marsch, their sporting director came out. This man is a liar, Pinocchio over here. He's like, Marsch came to us and said, oh, he didn't think his tactics and his philosophy fit this Leipzig team. Bro, you know you were going to sack him, and now you're just trying to sugarcoat it with a conversation that probably never happened. Leipzig are too ambitious to have kept Jesse Marsch, because maybe Marsch works in the long term, but he needs 2 years and players that fit his own style, because Jesse Marsch and Julian Nagelsmann are very different. Marsch is more counterattacking, whereas Julian Nagelsmann is a manager that wants to keep possession. And we saw that in his last Leipzig season. I watched Leipzig play Schalke, and that was like a game where I was like, wow, I didn't know Leipzig could like play like this. It was just an assault on Schalke, literally. So let's raid Leipzig again. We got their manager. Sa pizza, man, pizza. I'm telling you, Sabitzer was the worst transfer in. People don't. You're like, I told people this, okay? Sabitzer's an attacking midfielder, and if you're not buying him for that, he's gonna suck for you. If you're buying him to be a backup winger, he's gonna suck. If you're buying him to be a number 6, he's gonna suck. He's an okay number 8. He's a decent number 10. He's decent. He's not. He's gonna shoot where he doesn't need to. He's that type of player. He's really that type of player. And I was telling people this. People thought I had an agenda, but I told you he's gonna annoy you. He's not good at keeping possession. He shoots too much. He takes passes that aren't there, and he doesn't have the ability to complete them. But when it works, it looks nice. I mean, Leipzig have Jabozley too. I mean, it's only a matter of time before he starts, balling out under a proper coach, right? You would have thought he would have done the same thing with his former coach, but sometimes things just don't work out. I mean, Jabozley has 3 goals, 4 assists, so it's not like he's just been underwhelming for what we know him to be. But yeah, if you're joining late, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Bayern Munich will be missing out to Karim Adeyemi because Borussia Dortmund are in for him. And they love young players. They love him young. Coman would be best if he wasn't injury prone. He's really good. He would be better if he had footballing intelligence. The winger topic can be dangerous. Pepe, Thomas Lemar, Malcolm were all expensive and flopped. Coman is not the best, but you know what you get. Wow, mind bricks. Good point. Pepe, I think that has more to do with the clubs they went to and the system. Like if you're a young winger coming to Bayern and you're expensive, you're gonna have a better time than Pepe at Man City or Pepe at Arsenal. You're gonna have a better time than Thomas Lemar at Atletico. Lemar plays in a team. I mean, people wanted this. I don't know why people just think just because we have a good manager, that manager is just gonna turn water into wine. He ain't Jesus. People really thought Hansi Flick would have taken Lemar and turned him into Neymar. Like, that's not gonna happen. Lemar. So Malcolm was another one where he was supposed to be the next Neymar, but just didn't fit. I think Bayern do a better job of scouting wingers with great mentalities. And I don't know, Sane was a great scout, right? He was supposedly expensive. Man, imagine if you bought Sane when he didn't get injured. He would have never had a season where he was bad. He would have been great the whole time. Goretzka and Sane shoot too much when they aren't No, that's not. there's nothing wrong with Goretzka shooting because he scores. Sapitza shoots 10,000 times and scores 2 goals. Most of Sane's goals are coming outside the box, so it makes sense that he shoots. And also, how many saves are goal? Like that's how you test the goalkeeper. Sometimes Sabitzer shoots and it ends up in his hometown in Austria. Like that's crazy, but it happens. When Sane shoots, like it's this driven shot. The goalkeeper's hands are tested, and all of a sudden they're scared. I mean, he wins you games shooting like that. Sane is one of the best finishers at this club naturally. People were like, "What? He misses." Yeah, but I mean like impossible angles. Sane will score. If you watch Sane with Germany, you see this goal where it's a pass in behind, and the angle looks impossible until Leroy Sané shoots over the goalkeeper. It's so powerful, so precise. Sané, in my opinion, is one of the best natural finishers at this club. He won't score tap-ins like people want him to. He might mess up his footing, but when he shoots from an impossible angle, he's going through your legs. That's what Leroy Sané gives you. I mean, when you watch, it's not just about the amount of goals you score relative to the shots you take sometimes with finishing. It's about the technique most of the times. In Sané's technique, he'll shoot and it's like literally the edge of the goal and it somehow goes in. That's what finishing gives you. So when Sané shoots, I have no problem with it. I get annoyed if he doesn't score, just like I should. But that's what makes it even better when he does score. And he scores a lot. So my man is our third, fifth top scorer this season. Yusuf Malik is a Dortmund fan, feeling great about Adeyemi. Oh, I forgot Dortmund need to replace Sancho, don't they? They got the Walmart Sancho. They just found a light-skinned dude and said, "You're Sancho. Come play for us." Yeah, no. Daniel Malin isn't it for you. I mean, Dortmund definitely needs someone that's actually good. They need an international player that people know. I didn't know who Malin was until y'all said his name. 2 goals for him, right? 007 over here. 2 goals. We'll see. I mean, he's 22, so he has time. I mean, I thought he was like 26 when they signed him, but he's only 22. We'll see what happens. I mean, not every player you buy is going to succeed at your club. But here's my question to Dortmund that's probably bigger. Is your attack your biggest problem? No. You score goals, you have a striker that scores, you have wingers that contribute with assists and goals. Your biggest problem is your damn defense. Why aren't you linked to center backs? That's my question. Why aren't you signing a Salzburg center back? Why are you signing another forward? Dortmund's philosophy, because forwards, you get to sell them for more. Dortmund are such a BS club because you just know there's no need for them to sign another attacker. They don't need to. It's not like Malin is stinking up the place, and that's the only one you have. No, you have good attackers all over the place. The reason why your club will only ever sign good attackers and decent midfielders is because you sell them for more. Young midfielders get sold for more. When was the last time you sold a center back for 150 million? You don't. You don't see it happen. That's why Dortmund won't sign a young center back. But that's why I respect Leipzig even more. They lose Upamecano, and instead of just bringing in some young player to come replace these veterans, they buy Simikan, who has been a revelation, by the way. People won't know him because they don't watch football like that. But the man is, he's like an Upamecano Konate hybrid. Great defender. But again, Dortmund would never do that because they're too interested in getting young attackers. Jeffrey Epstein FC. That's how I feel. I mean, LaCroix. Why didn't you buy LaCroix and Malin? It's not like it's just one you have to buy. Kieran Tierney. Oh, he still missed. Terrible cross from Kieran Tierney. I agree 100%. I mean, that's a Dortmund fan saying it. We cheaped out on LaCroix and bought Malen instead, get rid of Hummels, and buy a center back. Mats Hummels should be at Hertha Berlin finishing out his career. Because Hummels was never going to. See, center backs do age differently. It depends, though. Hummels doesn't have the pace of a Bonucci. He's slow. His style of play is relaxed, composed, but we always knew Hummels is capable of making stupid mistakes at the back. That's why Flick won't get him back. Dortmund need a powerful defender, someone like Van Dijk in the mold, in that same mold. Here's my question: Matthias de Ligt, great defender at 19, is at Juventus. Go get him. Go sign him. I don't know. Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck is over here twerking for Bayern. If I'm Dortmund, I'd be like, yo, I'm getting him because he's a great defender. Go get Schlotterbeck. They won't get a defender because you can't sell a defender for 150 million because Dortmund are a feeder club. That's what they are. They'll always be a feeder club. Hummels is still class. No, not this season. Well, look, Hummels is class because he's talented. He ain't class. Oh, well, he'll always have his class, but his form will continuously be on and off till the end of his career at Dortmund because he's slow. He's old. His feet and his body don't think the same as they used to do when he was 24, 26, 27, 28. You get my point? That's why Bayern let him go. Because even though, like, Dortmund versus, no, that was Boateng. Never mind. We played Dortmund in 2018, and Hummels, and Boateng stunk out the place. They were so slow. But yeah, I don't know. Dortmund won't sign a center back, but they'll go sign a young player, even though they need a center back more. Or a right back. They don't sign fullbacks. Have you noticed? Borussia Dortmund only get wingers, midfielders, attacking midfielders. It's ridiculous. I think Schlotterbeck will come if Schüller doesn't extend. You know, I really want him to come. I like his defensive style. Really, you know, I tweeted about him when we were playing Freiburg. I was like, who's this guy just pocketing Levy like it's nothing? But he's a monster, man. And that's what you get. You have these young players that he's 24. For a center back, that's young because, he's not going to be making silly mistakes anymore. So 24 for a center back is he's older than Upamecano. That should tell you everything you need to know about his age. Upa's 23 years old. He still has time to develop. And the thing with Upa, I've told people this. Upamecano will be a world-class center back one day. Whether that's in 3 years, I don't know. World-class is in week in, week out, he's reliable. And he's putting in world-class performances. He's pocketing everyone. But he's still young and naive. By that, I mean Upamecano thinks in his head every time he attacks a striker with a ball, he has to win it. That's why he'll go and then he'll get dribbled and then he's chasing back. That's why it happens. So we'll see. But I am disappointed in the fact that Adeyemi won't be at Bayern. A little bit disappointed. Two left-footed. Oh my gosh, he's left-footed? Oh yeah, he is. Flip. Oh. Yeah, it's not going to be, never mind. It has nothing. Never mind. Yeah, I don't mind another left-footed defender. But Lucas has to play every game because he's the best center back in the world, in my opinion. How many center backs do what Lucas Hernandez does? The man defends like he's like his wife's, there's a gun to his wife's head. His child will die if he doesn't make this tackle completely. That's how he defends. And he's always on point. That's what separates exceptional versus world class. That little margin there. Everton just scored a free kick. Richarlison. Bayern is going to lose Schüller, Coman. We're not going to lose Gnabry. I don't mind losing Tolisso and Coman. Sula's leaving. I do mind that. Roca's going on a loan to a Spanish team. Very different situation. I think we have to contextualize. Oh, he's on sides. Yeah, we have to contextualize all of those things you just said. Like, Coman's gonna go because he wants 20 million a season. Sula wants to go play in the Premier League. Gnabry, I don't know where you got that. Gnabry every source I've spoken to and seen, they're saying that Serge Gnabry will extend. Both Bayern and Gnabry are relaxed about it. They're not looking at it like, we're scared, we're gonna lose him. Oh, the goal just got disallowed because he's offside. So yeah, Toliso's leaving because he's washed. He's washed up. People were saying, "Oh, Toliso's so good. He's gonna be injured in 2 games. Just watch." Raka, I don't want him to be injured. I just think he will, and he's not good enough to play for Bayern. He's not press resistant. He's just not a midfielder we need. He plays okay for 2 games and then stinks out the show for the next ones. Raka will be on loan. So yeah, no, there's just and his rock. I do agree. We shouldn't trust our board completely, but I wouldn't put it down to them that Coman wants 20 million. They didn't, and Bayern should have limits. We ain't Real Madrid. We're not giving anyone 80 million just because we can. Nah, sometimes you want to keep your structure, keep what you believe in. Looking at the most valuable player in the world, Joshua Kimmich is the only Bayern player in the top 15. That's interesting. Where's Sane? Sane should. I mean, if whoever tried to buy Sane, Transfermarkt doesn't even try, because they're probably thinking they're not going to leave Bayern anyway. So why even bother putting an amount on them? But yeah, we're getting to that stage in these. Why is Sane's market value going down? It should be going up, you weirdos. Transfermarkt, hey, fix it, bro. Fix it. Sane should be like 120 million in his. Oh, it was last updated in June 2021. Yeah, fix it. Come on, Leroy Sane, eight goal contributions in the Bundesliga, 9 in the Champions League. Come on, 3 in the Pokal with 2 games. Even though we had a stat pad session versus, who was it? I don't know. We just had a stat pad session. Taylor Booth for right back. I swear to God, if another person just names a Bayern midfielder and says we should play them at right back, you're getting whipped. Literally. What are you doing? Oh, let's play Goretzka right back because he's fast and he can probably cross. And I seen him make 1 dribble completed versus Verratti that one time. What are you doing? What are you gaining by saying this? Why can't we get an actual right back? Because there are right backs out there. Come on, guys. Improve. Arsenal scores. Did Arsenal score? Arsenal. The Ars. Oh, it's Odegaard. Odegaard with a good goal there. Martin Odegaard. Gladbach got destroyed 6-0. Yeah, I told you. They'll get destroyed by nobodies, but they beat Bayern. So their season is complete when they beat Bayern. Do you see that picture when someone messaged to one of the Ballon d'Or journalists why he didn't put Lewandowski? Wait, what? That was real? On Twitter. I thought it was a fake tweet. I thought it was one of those screenshots, photoshopped. That was real? Wow. So he didn't put Lewandowski in his top 5 because his FIFA stats. Wow, interesting. Okay, I already saw that, by the way. That's you're retarded if you actually think Lewandowski shouldn't get the Ballon d'Or because his pace on FIFA isn't 95 like Mbappe. Dang, these are the people voting for the B d'Or. They don't know ball. Most of you would have better votes than this. We'll get Mazararu. Screenshot this. We won't, because he's injury prone. But I wouldn't mind. What is his recommendation? African kid sees white guy, thinks he's a ghost. What is YouTube trying to recommend to me? This is such an odd recommendation. Who's using my account to watch this sort of stuff? What? I don't know if it's fake or real. I think it's real, maybe. I don't know. I really hope it's fake. But if you're saying you can't vote for Lewandowski for the B d'Or because he doesn't have 90 pace on FIFA, you have health problems. You need to go check. You need to go see a doctor, bro. You need un doctor. So Mazararu is he's not actually that bad as a right back. Yeah, he has 4 assists, 1 assist in the Champions League, 4 goals, 2 assists in Eredivisie. He's Let me look at his injury history, guys. We need a right back. Bayern need a right back. I hope Pavard keeps performing well so we can sell him next summer. Because I'm tired of having. I'm tired of saying what I keep saying about Pavard. He's average. You know, people are like, oh, he made a goal line clearance versus Dortmund. No, but he's still horrible at half the things he does. People want Anthony at Ajax. We should just raid Ajax, shouldn't we? Anthony at Ajax. I called them out last year. No one knew who he was, but I was that was my I always have a phase at a portion of any year where I just look for the next Neymar in Brazil. I look for the next Ronaldinho. And I'm not saying Anthony's the next Neymar. I'm saying he has 4 Champions League assists, 1 goal in 4 matches. Just saying, like, and he's not injury prone, so, and he's saucy, okay? He's only missed 30 days, 38, 41 days due to injury in his entire career. So, you know, what does that say? It tells me he's fit most of the times, and he'll play games for us. Ajax bought him in 2020 for 17 million. All of that has been worth it, right? And Ajax look like they're going to be in the Champions League semifinals again. Look at them, man. They're unbeaten and stuff. Oh, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So, look, we have Anthony we could go after. We don't just have Adeyemi in the world, okay? There are wingers out there that would play for Bayern that are good. Hey, and if we really need something, let's go for Amad Diallo for Manchester United. I've never watched him play. I'm just saying we should go for him just cause, just to piss off Manchester United. Ricardo Pereira as a right back. Bayern need a right back and a winger and a midfielder. 3 players we need. Okay, we can't keep having. We need someone to push Kimmich and Goretzka. And I've already said I want Ismail Bennacer. Okay, if we're not signing him, then we might as well. This guy's a baller. Ismail Bennacer is. Man, I would have this guy's kids no homo. Like, he's so good, man. He's just so good. You know what I mean? His ability to play as a defensive midfielder is just crazy good. Please, get Ismail Bennacer and stop playing. Get him. Get him, Bayern. Please. Just do it, please. I mean, his ability is something to behold, man. It's just, you watch him play and you go, wow. I've never seen someone control the ball like that. I've never seen someone dribble like that, man. Get Ismail Bennacer. He's my new obsessed player. Or go get Locatelli or something. I don't know. Just get a midfielder from the Serie A, okay? Because they seem to have the Thiago mix I'm looking for. Yeah. Man. Ismail Bennacer's dribbling is crazy, man. That's all I want him for. His defensive ability too. He's nuts, man. Get him, Bayern. Stop playing. He literally plays like Thiago. No, like he's Thiago. He's Thiago. He's Thiago. See, Liverpool fans are saying Thiago's good again. You bums. You didn't know ball. You spent like a whole season calling him trash and overrated. And now you're starting to see the Brazilian, Italian, Spanish mix that I was talking about, man. Thiago does everything perfect, man. I miss every day. I look at him and I miss him. I see his face everywhere. No need to prove Lewandowski's the best of all time. Just had to look like him. I would say Lewandowski is a top five strikers of all time. Yeah, I mean, there's R9, there's Gerd Müller, there's Lewandowski, there's Thierry Henry, Samuel Eto'o. There's actually been a lot of good strikers, to be honest. Or, guys, we could get Vinicius Jr. on loan. We like him. Damn, fellas. How do we let Vinicius Jr. ball again? Look at him. I hate him so much. I used to think he was a run-around circles merchant. My man has 10 La Liga goals, 3 assists. Why can't we get him? No. And he works hard. He's not just a player. He works hard. Man, Like, let's go get Vinicius Jr. I'm sure we could make it happen. Pick up Jeremy Doku from Rennes. Oh, why? 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 I just needed a stretch there. Jeremy Doku. Who's this? Choupo-Moting is the best striker. I don't need trolls right now. Thiago Dante. No. Stop. I literally thought he was the next Thiago, not gonna lie. Thiago Dantas is the next Thiago. Why are people reminding me of this? What's going on? Like, what? You didn't want him to be the next Thiago? Right back should be main target since Kimmich moved to midfield. The other areas can be controlled later. Yeah. I think right back is my pride. Oh, Renato Sanchez. I keep forgetting about him, man. I think he would fit our midfield so well. Arsenal want to sign him. Wolves want to sign him too. Like, nah, man. Bayern should be going in for Renato Sanchez. My man is out here playing in the Euros. He's pocketing people. Look, he's a proper problem. See what I did there? Proper problem. See what I did there? That was good. Yeah, this season, I don't know how he's been doing for Lille. But I hope he's... Look, the sale just came out of nowhere, right? Bayern just sold them out of nowhere. I was like, what? It was Niko Kovac's idea, probably. Renato Sanchez probably got told, you're not going to play that much. You're not in my plans. And then to make matters worse, literally a few months later, Hansi Flick comes in, and that's when Renato would have been balling. I still remember when we played his former team, Benfica, and this man started from our own half, and he made one of the craziest sequences of plays I've ever seen from a midfielder. He dribbled a few, passed it to Robin, got in behind. Like, it was so beautiful to watch. Renato, I miss you, Renato. I think Renato Sanchez should retire from club football and focus on it. That's one of the... that's horrible for you, Georgie. That's horrible, man. Your name kind of sounds like my name. Baku in midfield. What's going on? Like, now you're moving right backs to midfielders. And by the way, if you're talking about Serginho Dest can't defend, what about Riddle Baku, huh? What about him? Yeah. I don't actually know if he can defend, but all I know is he plays like a winger for Wolfsburg. So, what's up? Like, what's up? If he's playing as a winger, that means he can't defend, right? That means he can't really defend. That means we need to go in for Serginho Dest. He'd be my ideal choice. Why are people saying Perginho Pest? We got rid of Renato because we had Cousins. That's not why. We got rid of him because Kovac probably told them, I am the Croatian handkerchief master. You're never gonna play for me. Probably. I don't know. Something like that. I hope that's not actually what it was. No! Oh, I thought you said Mukwele. I was like, hell no. I do not want Mukwele to touch my club one bit. Nah, hell no. We're making a whole Surviving Mukwele series. Surviving R. Kelly. Alright, look. I don't want him touching this club, Mukwele. Bayern should go for Madueke. Man, what are these names I can't even pronounce? What is he? Oh, he plays as an attacking midfielder? We don't need an attacking midfielder. Eredivisie. I don't really want this. I don't want him. Yeah, forget about it. Let's get a different player. All right, appreciate Adam DeChoice, the Q's. Love your content. Thank you. What do you think of Barca's chances of beating Bayern? The preview's coming soon. Don't worry. It's 27 degrees outside. Oh my gosh. How am I going to go to the gym? No. Winter's here, man. I hate this state. I need to move to like hot Florida. Come on. It's 20. How am I going to survive? So Barcelona's chances of beating, but we'll talk about it in the preview. But it should be 0, realistically. We're at the Allianz Arena. Not that it matters since we won't have any fans. Should we go for Tino Livramento? What's with the Karl Marx? What's going on? What's with that one? A Livramento. Is he Spanish? No, he's English. He's a Chelsea guy. Ah. He plays for Southampton now. Apparently he's good. Hey, I want whoever Nagelsmann wants. No, I'm playing. Julian Nagelsmann might not know ball. Because he's out here playing. Well, he's not playing. That's actually a bigger problem. He's not playing Kingsley, or not Kingsley. He's not playing Musiala, so he doesn't know ball. That's if you don't play Musiala, you don't know ball. Chelsea don't need him. Yeah, Chelsea don't need any player that comes through their academy apparently, because they're just gonna spend 70 million on another one just to replace that young player. But yeah, it is what it is. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You know, I'm getting back into the rhythm of making content, motivated again. I have a haircut appointment in an hour, so I do need to go. Leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share the content. Everyone remembers the black jersey I have with Bayern, and beautiful jersey. I decided, if I do a giveaway, I'd just buy a new one for the winner. So doesn't that make more sense? So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Mia send me and I can't speak today. My lips are just dry. Drier than Adeyemi's football ability since he's going to